Very good morning, friends. I'm Nalnakshi Swami, welcoming to the channel. Just I wanted to make a small video how the pivots behave and what you can decipher out of it. Just I will show you. Today the now the price is around 5:45 a.m. in the morning. The actually, if you go on seeing this hourly pivots from the previous day, the hourly pivot has fallen down, and even the R1 and S1 has fallen down. Let me show you in the beginning how the pivot will behave. So you need to understand, even if the price rallies upwards, you should start observing what the pivot will do. Because even though I am on the 5 minutes time frame, these are the hourly balance line. That means even if the pivot price goes up, if the pivot starts coming down, that is an indication that still on an hourly basis it is bearish. Let me start and show you on the live market because I was observing this. This is a small observation. You can also observe when the market rallies. If the pivot is not rising, then it is a question. Let me start playing the button. "5:45 a.m. The pivot is neutral, and this Gan Hilo from CPR, it's supporting. Actually, this is supporting. Just see what happens to the market. Previous day, 6 p.m. The pivot is here only. The price had come here, morning 6. And also you can watch when they will turn around. You put a Alt V over here and it is turning around. And then price started moving higher. If I am on the replay button, we cannot see the pivot. Replay button we cannot see. It is very fast. Whether I can change? No, there is no level. But in it has replay has been stopped. Let me change it. The pivot was coming down when the price was moving higher. And you can see the pivot was here. The volatility increased, price moved higher up. Now pivot is picking up. When the market went higher, it was going down, indicating that price is going to come down. Now the pivot has started moving higher, and let us see what happens to the market. It came down, and on a temporary basis, it is increasing. Okay. But if you notice this, Gyan Hilo is not rising at all. Even though trend, it shows that on an intraday time frame, trend has been flipped. You must see whether this Gyan Hilo is rising. Gyan Hilo is not rising. That is a question. Still, even though there is a color change in the from magenta to blue, if you put this, there is no Gan Hilo rising above this level. So what you need to do is if the trend is moving higher, let me remove this and let me remove this. And if the trend is flipping up, then it has to, moving average has to start moving, rising. Then it is a question of doubt. If the market is rising here and it is a sell and rally because the market was bearish and it is trying to push higher to sell and rally. So that's why you need to be even the trend, the color change in the GAN Hilo doesn't tell you. Only you can scalp around. The trend has not changed yet. If the trend has to change, see how the market moved. It was after this, till this, the trend had not changed. Trend flipped to the upside. If you see here, only here, from there to there, the proper trend flipped and market rised over here. This is an indication that market is, and then when it started coming down, trend flipping down, you can see the price is moving down. It is coming down. Price is coming down even though pivot has risen. Here, pivot has raised and the GAN Hilo, shorter GAN Hilo is coming down. Still, it is unable to, price is not moving up. It is just facing resistance from because it has fallen down and it is still, you can see clearly the pivot is, GAN Hilo is not rising. GAN Hilo has to rise if the trend has to move up. So the only color change will not confirm that it is going to go down. If it is not showing this, immediate shift in the color doesn't mean that you can scalp for some upper move, not this. The trend has not changed. You need to be careful. That is an indication you will get in the market. Sometimes what happens, and the price will not move, GAN Hilo will go up. That is the thing. Now it is consolidation, and we need to see what the consolidation will do. Now the price is coming down, and this is a equal low has been formed. This is a smart money concept. When equal low is formed, beneath this stop losses will be there. Stop loss will be there, and market can come down. If it has to reverse, it has to market structure. Now it has made temporarily on an intraday time frame basis. Let me take this and show you the structure. It made in high, low, and lower low, high. So there is change of character at present in this area, but the price has to prove now. It has to come for the change of character here. Let me take it, and it takes time. If the market wants to move higher, but it is showing something, the trend change, but it has to balance out, and this has to move. When the GAN Hilo confirmedly starts, this starts moving higher, then you can anticipate for it has to move above this level. So your reference level is, this is how you will come to know whether it is a genuine move. That's why the market, even though it has turned up, it has shown higher high, little bit change of character, but it is not a moving higher. So if it comes and retests, and if the GAN Hilo starts moving higher, then only You can confirm trade, you can trade. But it is a change of character market is showing now. Again, it may come down and we need to see whether this GAN hilo goes up. So patiently I'm making this video so that you can understand how the market flips. See, the market has come down and it is showing a structural change, but still it is bearish. So within this area, it is trying to move. So then it is not a change of character. It is in the down move. This is an pullback rally. This is the structure. Still you are not seeing this GAN hilo rising. This shorter period GAN hilo rose above the GAN hilo temporarily, and pivot has risen, the balance line has risen. That indicates that it is a change of character and still some sort of correction you can anticipate in the market. So you cannot go long unless this GAN hilo starts moving. Let us check whether this GAN hilo has started moving higher. It's an average. And pivot is also an average hourly pivot on an intraday basis. On the 5-minute, it was dip when it went higher. It indicated it is going to come down. Now it has picked up, it is moving higher. Just I'm making the live video to understand the price action. It has to turn around like this. The price and the GAN hilo, it takes time. It's not a straightforward trend to establish. It is a time consuming thing. So price has to come down and it has to move higher. Price is moving higher and pivot is moving higher. The trend has not confirmed. The GAN hilo is again this flip to green. Shorter period GAN hilo flip to green. We need to see what the market is going to do. From here, the market has come down. So this understanding will tell you have to wait for the discount. See, when the market rallies, you have to wait for the discount and the price has to hold this level. So now it made a lower low. This is the lower low. Lower low has been confirmed over here. And it made a high and higher high. Still, there is no movement in the market. It is very slow. Again, it is getting rejected. We need to see what it is doing because the trend had flipped from this level. So you can see a wick over here and this longer period GAN hilo still not moving at all because it has to calculate, go back to 20 candles back and it has to calculate the moving average. So then what you need to do, you can go to little bit lower time frame and you can see there And if you want to take a trade from here, when it started rising, you can take the trade on a lower time frame. Lower time frame, you can, because on a higher time frame, the uh, trend is not visible, the price is not moving up. Higher time frame, it is not moving up. It is a scalping opportunity on a lower time frame. If you see that this has flipped around that area, you can mark like this. The whole range you can mark like this, and you can anticipate resistance around here. This is how you can understand the rolling pivot, and you can understand the price action. Let me go back to the 5 minutes. On the 5 minutes time frame, nothing has happened. It has to, that means on a larger time frame, the trend, even though it has changed the flip trend, but still it is not rising. If it is rising only, then it will continue up. It will be from here, it has it is the resistance, it is a pullback to that level. It is making one more attempt. Let me remove this. So price action is bit tricky if you understand. Now slightly you can see the market, the trend is moving higher, but it has to move above this. The flip, it has to flip above this, and market has to move above that. Otherwise it is no. On an higher time frame, it is not no. This is how you can analyze and you can scalp for that. So market is doing what? Is going up. It is whipsawing, coming up and down, and it can, last attempt, it can make like this, and it can start moving. So friends, this is the observation one has to see on the market. If you see on the market, you will be successful. So just it is a flip. Let us see on the 2 minutes time frame what is happening. The trend had flipped from here. This is your reference point, 91,350, and from where the trend had flipped is here. So this is the reference point from the lower time frame. Let us go and to the 5 minutes time frame and see what is happening over here. In this way, if you start analyzing the market in live market, you can take the trade very well. So for taking trade, you need to have patience. If the trend has to flip, if it has to move, there is no price appreciation from here. Not much of appreciation from here. You can see from this level, price has moved little bit only. So price made an attempt, getting rejected from here. There is a pivot, longer term pivot is, hourly pivot is there. Now slightly, and this. So the question arises, what to do, whether to hold the position or not. Because this is the pullback rally, what it is doing. Only if the market starts moving above this, then a strong trend structure may emerge. So it is just, you can imagine this, everything is a range, because the Gan Hilo came down, it flipped, and it flipped. So this is a sideways type of movement in the market. So while do sideways type of market, you can trade with the help of rolling pivot, just price appreciation from here to here 91 to now it is trading around 91,834. So from 700 points, you could have traded in the Bitcoin. Now you can see slowly it is rising. This longer time Gan Hilo takes time, but the shorter period is very, very reactive, and it flipped to yellow, and now the price is moving higher. And the pivot is moving along with this live market. It has not balanced out. Only after 1 hour, it has started from 6. Now it is running 6:49. 6 to 7 only, the balance will come in the market. A balance, pivot balance you can see in the market. So friends, the price has crossed the flip level. Let me go to the 2 minutes time frame. It is coming to this level. Let me change it to 5 minutes. So on an hourly basis, the pivots have moved and they have become green. It has come up to this pivot, has run up to the previous resistance level. And this was the level, maximum level it had reached. From there, trend had flipped down and it has come down. Volatility is picking up and the R1 is showing 92,082 and pivot the level is 91,789 and the price is above the pivot 91,897. Just watch the price, okay? So this is a live video for you people to understand how to trade on the pivots. So when the change of character came, the market flipped from here, then Gan Hilo trend changed. But it is not rising. It has to rise means it will come down. If it retests and holds this level and starts moving to the next level, then if the Gan Hilo level flips to the higher level, if it starts, it has to come down. Now, while coming down, if the Gan Hilo is rising, that is the confirmation that market can travel to the next level. So this price action is like that. Price moves up, comes down, moves up. So what should be our strategy immediately when there is a change of character or when the price is coming down, it moves up, definitely market will try to come down and it will make a higher low. This is the pattern actually. Pattern is, it is low, high, higher high. Let me change it to step line so that you will understand the market structure. Let me hide this Gan Hilo. You can see the market here flipped. When it flips From this level to, it is making a change of character. And you need to wait for the confirmation of the price to come down, and now it is going up. It is here, if it starts moving above this level, then only there is a next level of movement will be there. Before that to happen, again market price will retrace back. You can see over here, still the pivot is going higher, and already support line started bending down. That indicated that market is going to face some sort of resistance. You can see the support is flipping down. That's an indication. To start with, pivot flipped down and market started coming down, and now support has started flipping down. Now slight move, you can see it is picking up. Price is moving higher. Price is moving higher, it is very slow. This is how, if you methodically, see, it is not picking up some sort of dozy, it is facing resistance. When it made a change of character, price made a change of character, it retraced back. Now it has to retrace back and then prove itself for the next leg of up move. If it straight away goes to this level, it is one more measured move. You can see it as a measured move. So every step when you are trading on an intraday, the minute observation will give you proper trade. So next level of we can anticipate for 92,141 if it crosses this level. Still, the GAN Hilo has not come above that level. Probably if the price moves faster, it can go there and then price can come down. So this is it, friends. I have tried to explain how to observe the price action along with the rolling pivots. Even the slight move on the pivots and the R1 and S1 will indicate changes in the movement. The market is plotting buy signal. You can see buy signal because the price is within the trend. So you need to mark all these levels as your stop loss. When the price starts coming down, you have to mark this as the stop loss for your trade. Stop loss becomes here. Okay friends, I have tried to explain in detail the live price action along with the live Bitcoin movement. Thank you very much. Narnakshi Swami signing off.